do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Love sounds good until we have to give it to someone who doesn't deserve it. Welcome to the Candid Wisdom Podcast. I'm your host, Twila Williams, and today we're going to be discussing Love Your Enemy, and the title is Love is the Answer. It's the only thing we haven't tried. So let's be honest, we've literally tried everything else. We've tried criticism, arguing, debating, shaming, posting, clapping back. We've even tried withdrawing, praying that people get what they deserve, and praying that the world would magically change. But have we tried love, real love, the kind that Jesus modeled? See, that's the only solution that we keep quoting but rarely practicing. If you look around, it's painfully honest. Everything that we've tried has led us to this moment, more divided, more exhausted, and more fearful. So maybe it's time we practice what we preach. Jesus said something radical in John chapter 13 and verse 35. He said, "By this, everyone will know that you are my disciple, if you love one another. Not by how right we are, or how well we expose evil, or how much Bible we know. Not even by how loud we speak the truth, but by love. If love is the evidence of who we belong to, then maybe the lack of love is why so many people no longer believe in the message that we carry. People aren't rejecting God, they're rejecting the version of Him that they're seeing in us. But here's the good news. We can change that. We can change that starting today. Today, we realize that love is not soft, it's not passive, it's not a weak Christian response. It's explosive and it's infectious and it contaminates everything that it touches. In Romans chapter 12 and verse 21, it says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." Note that it doesn't say that you might overcome evil with good. Evil wants you to mirror it, but love refuses to be anything like it. But what does Christian love actually look like? We've been overexposed to a romantic lifetime type love, that warm, fuzzy, emotional feeling. But in Scripture, love is a behavior. It's a choice and it's a discipline. Paul gives us the blueprint in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. We've heard it at weddings, but it wasn't written for romance. It was written for church people who couldn't get along. So let's translate it into our everyday lives. Love is patient, meaning not everything requires a reaction. Love is kind, meaning tone matters as much as the truth. Love does not envy, meaning celebrate people even when you feel left behind. Love does not boast, meaning refuse the urge to one up someone's story or put them down. Record of wrong, meaning stop building cases against people in your mind. These are not feelings, these are skills, and most of us do not practice these skills. And how can we give what we haven't practiced? Honestly, love sounds good until we have to give it to someone who doesn't deserve it. We resist love because love takes humility. It takes sacrifice. It takes slowing down. Love forces us to listen. Love requires us to release our right to be right and our right to have revenge. Love demands maturity, not emotional responses. And love threatens our pride. Pride feels safer, but Jesus didn't call us to be safe. He called us to be holy. He called us to be the light of the world that is already choked by darkness. And here's the real reason why love feels impossible sometimes. We've tried to give love without receiving it from God first. God's love is the well that we need to draw from. Without it, we're just faking kindness with a frustrated soul. So let me give you 5 practical and simple, doable steps that anyone can start today. Steps that actually shift the atmosphere and changes relationships. Number 1, pause before you respond. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say rooted in love or in emotion? If it's emotion, then stop. Love slows down the reaction long enough to choose wisdom. Number 2, assume the best, not the worst. Most conflict is not malice. Most conflict is misunderstanding. And when in doubt, choose a charitable interpretation. You'll feel more peace instantly. Number 3, lead with softness, not sharpness. Proverbs 15:1 says, a gentle answer turns away wrath. See, gentleness is not a weakness, it's a strategy, and it de escalates the enemy's plan before it can even start. Number 4, release the need to win. Ask yourself, do I want to be right or do I want to build a bridge? When you're winning an argument, you're not winning a heart. Only love wins hearts. And number 5, bless those who curse you or hurt you, but do it quietly. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to reconcile with them. You don't even have to like them. But blessing them breaks the resentment and it breaks the grip on your spirit. Jesus says, pray for those who persecute you. That's in Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. Why? Because prayer detoxes the heart. So let's try to do a love challenge together. If you want to be part of the solution, we have to be willing to practice the solution. So here's something you can do every day. Keep one kind sentence for yourself every morning. When you wake up, repeat that sentence to yourself. And then send one encouraging message to someone, especially if it's somebody you haven't spoken to or if there's a wedge between you. Send them a kind message. Number 3, choose silence over reaction at least one time a day. Even if you know that you're right, you don't have to say that you are. Number 4, pray for somebody who annoys you, especially for the ones who annoy you the most. Number 5, forgive one memory from your past. In fact, you can write over that memory completely. If you want to find out how to do that, go and Patreon, and I have a Reformation encounter that will help you to write over your memories from the past. Number 6, apologize quickly when you're wrong. The minute you discover that you've wronged somebody, apologize to them. And finally, number 7, do one unseen act of generosity every day, something that only you and God and the person who receives it knows about. These 7 things, if you practice them consistently, will transform your relationships. It'll give you peace and it will give you spiritual authority, because love isn't just a Christian thing. Love is the Christ-like thing. Love is the solution that we've avoided. Love is the answer that we've never tried. And love is the power that can still shift the world. And it can start with us. It can start now. It can start today. And it can echo into the future. We don't change the world by conflict. We've tried that and it's failed time and time again. So let's try something new. Let's try to walk in love, lead with love, and watch what God does when we try the one thing we've avoided the longest. Thank you for joining me on the Candid Wizard podcast. If you like today's message, please like, share it with someone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.